Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome viewers, let us welcome all of you to this NPTEL course on education for sustainable development. So, today we will discuss about a new topic, that is ESD and global citizenship, that is education for sustainable development and global citizenship. So, let us discuss what is global citizenship. So, global citizenship, I hope all of you are very much familiar with this concept. So, what is actually global citizenship? Global citizenship is, you can say, as the name implies, it is kind of a larger concept, just like an umbrella which incorporates embeds all kinds of social, political, environmental, economic factors of people who are globally minded individuals, who think themselves to be global citizens, like in terms of their activity, in terms of belief, their thought process, etc., and they want to have their own worldwide identity. So, that is why this term refers to these individuals or the members who believe themselves to be the part of this multicultural world, multicultural world, diverse culture, both local and the non-local networks, rather than any single boundary within any single boundary or any single specific country or in particular society. So, global citizenship, as the name implies, that means how do we think ourselves to be a member of this globe, the whole world, along with being a particular national or belong to a particular country as a citizen of that country. So, in our case, like including being an Indian, we are the global citizens, being a part of this globe, being the part of this post globalized world. So, this kind of mindset, this kind of thought process, this kind of belief system actually called the global citizenship. So, we are not confined to only our country, our region, our state, our town like this, but rather we are the global citizens of this 21st century. So, that is why this is the how can we establish this global citizenship in our mindset, in our thought process, in our workplace, in our classrooms, in our schools, and how to bring that concept into the awareness of every citizen of this country. So, and moreover, being the global citizen, we are also expected to behave in certain way. We are supposed to carry some values, ethics. We are supposed to follow certain footsteps, which actually proves it that yes, actually we are the global citizen, because we care for the globe, we care for our planet, we care for the world citizens, all the citizens, or we care for all the stakeholders of this 21st century planet. So, this is, you can say, it's a all inclusive kind of concept, which takes into account all kinds of aspects: social issues, political environment, ecological issues, economic factors. So, that means the kind of global mindedness or like-mindedness with other people who also belong to other countries across the globe. To explain it further, you can say, we can see some of these definition, some of the images are like what will be our values. So, we are supposed to carry this global universal values, ethics, etc. So, being a global citizen, we need to possess this kind of, we need to acquire this kind of values, ethics and morals, and we must have this awareness, global awareness. We must have this caring and sharing and caring attitude, behavior. We must embrace the cultural diversity. We must promote the social justice, we must promote sustainability, equality, and we must possess a sense of responsibility to act and behave like a global citizen. So, here we can say one is that our we must possess some of the universal values. Then we have our own culture, as at the same time we are also exposed to multiple cultures, diverse cultures, and the context, and we are also exposed to global context. In the domain, in these three domains, how do we actually take into account these roles and this new position, these new roles, and how do we perform in this context. So, we can say a global citizen is someone who is very much aware of, who is very much conscious of, who actually truly understand his role in this 21st century global context. So, and he takes any active role in any of the community work, and so far as the eco-friendly behaviors, eco-friendly attributes, to how to make our society a peaceful society, how to live a sustainable lifestyle, how to make our planet a sustainable habitat. So this is all about encouraging the young people to develop this kind of knowledge, skills, and values that they need to engage themselves with the world, and also to disseminate this information and to spread this awareness among our citizens in not only within our country but across the countries. So this is the definition given by Oxfam. And Oxfam, that means a particular house who works extensively on this United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, ESD, as such. So this is about, that means how do we behave, how do we behave like a global citizen, having the position of right values, universal values, ethics, ethos, etc., and caring for our planet, sharing our thoughts, views with other members of this globe, and taking care of the community, taking care of our planet, and to care for and to work for or engage ourselves in some of the community activities to make our society a peaceful, happy, and sustainable society. This is the overall purpose of our objective of thing. So here we can see that in the classroom we are also, like in nowadays, we are having the cosmopolitan classrooms, that means people from the multiple culture, multiple race, ethnic groups also, they are also living together, they are staying together, they are learning together, that means they are sharing all their materials. So this is a kind of true classroom, this multicultural or diversity friendly classroom that we can see, where the people there learn together and share and care for each other. So that is why the definition that is it is actually under the SDG 4, that is the quality education, equal access and equal access and to quality education for all. Under the SDG 4, that is on quality education. So this comes under the SDG 4.7 target. SDG 4.7 targets, which says that, actually which explains that, ensures that all the learners are provided with knowledge and skills to promote sustainable developments. That means, being the global citizen, we also need to learn certain new things and possess certain skills, including among others through education for sustainable development and sustainable lifestyle. Yes, we have to care for human rights, gender equality, promotion of a culture of peace, non-violence, and global citizenship, and appreciation of the cultural diversity and culture's contribution of sustainable development. I think we have already discussed about this human rights, culture of peace, non-violence, human rights, gender equality. We have already discussed a bit about this in our previous classes. So this is about how can we learn, adopt, acquire the new competencies, skills, attitudes, and behavior which are most suitable for being the global citizen and serve the country, serve the planet Earth with responsibility to make it a peaceful and happy society, just society. So there are some attributes of this. These are some of the there are some attributes of the global citizenship role. So now we can discuss one by one with this. So these are some of the clips, like how we share and care and learn together and we live together, all these things. So now what are the attributes, key attributes of being a global citizen, that we will discuss about this. And moreover, why this global citizenship is important for us? What is the reason for this? Because we believe that this global citizenship actually helps the people to see their values, morals and ethics relative to their culture and background. Maybe that we vary in terms of our culture, in terms of our background, etc. But when it comes to the universal values, universal ethics and universal rules, regulations and ethos, so we must work together to ensure that sustainable future for humanity. So, here even though our cultural practices, even though our rituals or habits differ, but being the global citizen, we must focus on certain universal values, laws, rules and morals, etc. so that we can work together to ensure a sustainable future for all, for humanity. So, it also emphasizes on, it also boosts or stimulates us to build up some of the healthy habits, strengthen some of the creative, and moreover to focus on some creative problem solving skills. So, being global citizens also, we should take charge of varieties of the roles and responsibility, that is the issues and challenges being faced by our citizens. Those things we should also address. So, global citizen actually they apply the knowledge and empathy to the real life problems and situations, and moreover they are grounded in action and impact. So, they primarily focus on not just only the local issues or the regional issues, but also the global issues. Like the global issues nowadays, like there is climate change is there, terrorism is a new global issue, then climate change is there, then all kinds of pandemics is also global issues. So, we need to focus on these problems which are not just the local problems, but which are also the global problems, and to try to resolve some of the real life problems by facing the situation, by applying our tools, technology, aptitudes, competences, etc. So, that for that reason we must be very much grounded in our context, in our planet, in our earth, to take action and to pursue its positive impact on this planet in resolving the critical issues of our society. So, global citizenship again still instills the confidence that the people can change the world. If we must have the faith, we must have the belief, we must have that kind of attitude, positive attitude and hope and optimist idea that yes, all of us, if we work together, if you have a positive mindset, we can really definitely change our world into a very positive place to live in. So, again it also teaches us, that is how to take the reflective action, how to have the how to listen to others, how to have a voice which is heard to everybody. So, there are some like in the school level also there are some guides are also there, some booklets are there which may comes on under the environmental education and some other even in the social social science subjects, where we can see that these are the roles and responsibilities of global citizens, and how they should behave, what they should take up, how they should they should work for or engage themselves in the society for the benefit, for the welfare, for the well-being of the community, not just the local community, but for the planet Earth. So, definitely, so now the question is that it encourages people to question and challenge the inequality both in their community and the local global scale. So, now here in being India being a multicultural diverse country, we are also facing n number of issues, be it racial issues, ethical issues, communal issues, caste related issues, in resources related issues, religious issues, so many things are there. So, we are also here being the global citizen, we need to ask ourselves, we need to ask and challenge this inequality that is being practiced, that is available in our society. And similarly also we also look into the global challenges that the other people from the other communities, countries, they are also facing these challenges and issues, be it in economic issues, be it in social issues, be it in environmental issues, be it in political issues. We need to address these issues and challenges. So, thus it fosters the skill of listening. Here the thing is that most important thing is that we need to listen others, we need to care for others, we need to feel the others problems, we need to empathize with others. So these are learning by listen rather than speaking and projecting. So here the focus is that not just simply for advocating or speaking or projecting, but also listening, so that listening can also help us in understanding and feeling and realizing the real problems of the people. So global citizens, they passionately support the social justice, sustainable practices. So they actually truly they passionately they support this kind of social justice, equality, so sustainable practices, issues. So even starting from the pollution, noise pollution, and noise pollution, to the ethical issues in our society, to the communal issues, ethical issues, and the terrorism issues, or any kind of critical issues that is happening in and around us. So the global citizens, they are passionately, they are truly, they are sincerely, they care for the social justice, they care for the sustainable practice, they care for the equality, they care for the justice and equality and education and for all these kind of things we need education. So that is why ESD is the crux of everything, because through education only an uneducated person may not be able to understand so deeply, so he cannot reflect upon and think in depth with regarding these issues. But that is why education for sustainable development, or education spreading the awareness, disseminating the information through different multiple medias, modes, etc., for which that is why the ESD has become the most important concept in achieving these all the 17 SDGs for every country and for the planet Earth. So now the thing is that now the next is that what the global citizens are supposed to do, like what does it mean to be a global citizen, that we have already think, and how they should behave, and what are the characteristic attributes they should possess, they should learn, and they should acquire. So so actually they are aware of, they know very much generally how the world works, not just India, but other countries, Asian countries, European countries, like African countries, all the countries, how the people, how the different world, different parts of the world, different governments, different countries, how it performs, how the world works. They better understand this. They can contextualize their local community within our global context. So within the global context, we can also contextualize our country, our geographical position, our problems, our our problems, our resources, everything. We, along with the global issues, we can also better understand our own community, our own positions. So we can also actively collaborate with diverse people, even virtually also, now it is in online also, to improve the state of the affair of the world. Suppose we are facing, like you can take the example of any kind of the pandemic disaster, or any kind of a climate change, or any kind of you can say any kind of cyclone, any kind of natural disaster, something like that. So all with happening, it's happening in any particular region, particular zone, or any particular country. Other countries, they move ahead, they forward, they volunteer for extending their help and resources for the deprived, or for the suffering people. So this is kind of, so they actively collaborate with other people in different platforms to improve the state of the affair of the whole world, not just one country, or not just one continent, something like that. So they see they see both the interdependence of globalization and interdependence of the states and the countries in the across the globe. So how the world has shrunk into to a small village, global village, with the help of the technology, how it has made it easier to communicate, to trade, to move around, to visit, to record time, to have access to different sources. This has just been successful, happened because of the technology and technological advancements. So the pandemic season, the pandemic state is the best example of being closer to each of us, to all the citizens, virtually, by sharing all our problems, issues, resources, everything. So, this pandemic has actually given us an opportunity that has not only taught us many things, skills and competencies, but has given us the opportunity to really truly feel like the global citizen, to truly feel like that yes, we are very much closer to each other, and yes, we can move on, we can work together, we can share our views instantly, and so that we can work together to make our planet a happy planet, healthy planet, and very very that means the living sustainable planet. So, therefore, the global citizenship involves exploring both the local as well as the global connection, our views, values, assumptions, our practices, our habits, our rituals, everything. So, that means here we can say with the diversity in our culture, in the practices, etc., here more of acculturation takes place. That means we learn from each other. We even though we are from a particular culture, we learn from other cultures. Similarly, other people also learn from our culture. So, there is a cultural exchange. There is a cultural exchange, the exchange of our thoughts, exchange of our beliefs, exchange of our ideas, exchange of our innovations, etc. So, whole thing is that that means we are interdependent as well as interdependent. Not only we are dependent within our country, we are also interdependent. We also depend on other countries in terms of resources, in terms of skills, in terms of technology, in terms of equipments, in terms of services. So, we also very often exchange our services, exchange our products, exchange our innovations in creative products, etc. So, now all of us should feel that yes, I am a truly global citizen. I am a truly global citizen. There is no narrow mindset or outlook of I am a South Indian, I am a Bengali, I am a Punjabi, I am a Haryana, or I am a French person, I am an England, I belong to England. Nothing like that. We all of us are interdependent and interdependent. So, not only we depend on our own country, but for every kind of activity and resources, we have to be dependent on others. So, this is a kind of, that means it has the automatically kind of globalized culture, a global culture has emerged out of this. So, with the emergence of the global culture, not only we share our fashions, clothes, food habits, and tourist spots, etc., but we also need to share and care for our environment, for our society, for our economy, for our knowledge, for our because knowledge economy, it is a society of knowledge economy. So, we have to care and share for all these kind of things. Then only we can truly make our planet a sustainable, healthy and happy planet. So, now the global citizens, they truly actually the global citizens, they prize diversity, that means they care for diversity, they love diversity, value diversity. So, and they also with the increasing engagement of creative and effective solutions for the humanity's most pressing problems, maybe that it is water shortage, maybe energy problem, maybe maybe the problem of health care, maybe the problem of communications. So, this awareness has actually resulted from a combination of empathy and knowledge of interconnectedness to our like for example, now the medical tourism, there is medical tourism is again another thing that for the treatment, health treatment, medical treatment, people are coming to India for for a better health service, better health facility with the economical resources, minimum resources. So, health tourism. So, when we found that oh, this is good in this country and that is good in that country. So, definitely we step into that location, that country to avail that facilities. So, again then how to educate our students, our people, our citizens regarding the formalities of, or I can say regarding adopting that characteristics, qualities, or acquiring those qualities of the global citizens. Let us say that how this global citizenship education can be formulated, can be framed, can be delivered, can be spreaded, so that everybody will be, that means we can categorically and explicitly we can express and describe and narrate and train our people to behave like a global citizen. So, what is that global citizenship education? So, let us put it in this framework of ESD and to and to draw a kind of plan, outline a guideline that is global citizenship education. So, this global citizenship education GCED is already there. It has been advocated by SDG 4, 4 in 4.7 section, that is target, and it aims to empower the learners. Maybe that being the educated mass, we are aware of all these things, but everybody, all the citizens, everybody, every member of the society, they are not very much familiar with. So, let us educate them, let us educate them. So, global citizenship education, therefore, it aims to improve the learners of all ages to assume their active role both locally and globally, and in the society their responsibilities, their roles, their duties, and building for and contribution, and they must be very careful and very sincere for their contribution towards towards building a more peaceful, more tolerant, more inclusive, and more secure society. So, secure society where all the citizens, all the habitants will be very happy leading the life. So, therefore, GCED, that is global citizenship education, is based on primarily it is based on 3 domains. So, for every kind of learning, actually these 3 domains are important. For every kind of learning, whatever we learn, we think in our cognition, we feel it in our feeling and emotions and etc., and in the context, social context, and we behave or we act upon this. So, GCED, global citizenship education, is also based on these 3 domains of learning, that is cognitive, socio-emotional, and behavioral. So, let us explain what are these attributes that comes under each domain. Like under cognitive domain, that is knowledge and thinking skills. We need to possess, need to have this knowledge, understanding, thinking skills, reflective thinking skills, etc., necessary to better understand the situation, to better understand the whole world and its with its complexity. So, similarly, the socio-emotional concepts like our our values, that is our universal values, attitudes, and the social skills that we need to possess, and so all these kinds of things that also we need to learn. So, how should we be we behave in a very empathetic way, how should we try to be tolerant, how should we try to be try to understand others' perspective, how should we adopt and practice the universal values, human values, and what should be the particular the specific or you can suitable or approved social skills that enables the learners to develop effectively, psychosocially, physically, so that to enable them to live together with others respectfully, peacefully. And being India being the multicultural society, having its background, historical background, multicultural and diverse society, we are very much familiar with living together peacefully and respectfully. We are very much familiar with it. It is not a new concept, but it is not just within India. How can we behave in the context of whole plan in the world, in the global context. So, how we have to adopt some more new skills, some more skills that is to be the global citizens in terms of our behavioral conduct, in terms of our performance, in terms of our practical applications and engagements, etc., etc. So, these 3 domains like the cognitive, socio-emotional, and behavioral. So, these 3 domains are important for every learning and especially for the global citizenship also. These are very important. So, all these are interlinked and integrated into the learning process, be it a social learning, be it academic learning, be it the technical learning, being the skill learning, whatever these cognitive, affective, and behavioral or psychomotor domain are the 3 main domains of any learning, and it is well integrated, well interlinked. So, these are some of the video links are there, you can go through later on. So, which clearly explains about the what is the global citizenship and how to learn it, how to acquire, how to adopt the behaviors and the skills and competencies. Is all these videos can better explain you can go through in your leisure time. So, this is the end of this first session of the on global citizenship and ESD. Thank you.